The world of education is about to change forever. With powerful flipped curricula online, we don't think teachers will ever be replaced. To the contrary, we think teaching is entering a great new era. I'm Professor Ken Harvey, and thanks for attending my presentation. Just imagine a classroom where there are about 20 students and they speak about 10 different native languages. This is so hard to teach them. And yet you probably, or many of you probably don't have to imagine this because this is a memory of perhaps yesterday. This is difficult for teachers, but it's also difficult for the students. The problem is that students speak so many different native languages here in America and in many parts of the world. Let's consider the example of a small community, Guymon, Oklahoma, with fewer than 12,000 residents, but 37 different languages are spoken there. So teaching English as a foreign language is a challenge, just as it is across America and increasingly in Europe. That is the challenge we face. Language teachers are given classes in which no one speaks the target language yet, and teachers do not speak all the students' native languages. And so imagine teaching them very effectively the grammar of English, for example, when they may come from a country where they don't even use the Latin alphabet, let alone the American grammar. But English is not the only target language taught in America even. 10,000 students are learning Mandarin just in Chicago. There are 1.5 billion foreign learners of English. 97% of all European Union grade schoolers are learning English. 300 million Chinese are actively studying English. In India, 10% of the population speaks English, and that's 125,000 people, but only 2% are academically fluent, with the national goal to be 100%. India wants to have 500 million of their people fluent in English by 2023. But again, this is not just about English. Europeans study more than 2 foreign languages on average per person. Indeed, 92% of them are actively studying a foreign language at any one time. So imagine a German university with a classroom in which students natively speak several different languages, now trying to learn Mandarin together. Thus is the challenge of language teachers. But wait, maybe technology can help. There is Rosetta Stone, for example, but it teaches only 31 of the world's 7,000 languages, all in only one language, English. It's very expensive and it offers no classroom curriculum. Pimsleur, it offers 51 different languages, but again, only in English. And it is mostly audio-based, not very multimedia. Frankly, I studied Russian with Pimsleur, and after 9 years of living in a Russian-speaking country, I mostly could converse with taxi drivers and storekeepers. It also lacks a school curriculum, and it's still extremely expensive. Duolingo is free, but it only offers, it's trying to build 30 languages at this point, and these are not comprehensive curricula. Indeed, all the top language programs combined teach fewer than 1% of the world's languages. But there is a new project that seeks to solve all of these challenges. Let me introduce you to the Linghetti Project. Linghetti is beginning to develop flipped classroom curricula in 1,000 languages. Students will learn their target language, vocabulary, and grammar in their own native language online at their own convenience. In the classroom, it will be a 100% communicative curriculum. The entire class filled with educational games, music, role play, theater, debate, and team projects, 100% in the target language. By the end of year 1, Linghetti wants to complete the flipped curriculum for 100 target languages in 100 instructional languages. And that's just the beginning. Already under development are 600 target and instructional languages. Linghetti's 10-year goal is to reach 7,000 target and instructional languages. Here are some of the initial languages: Afrikaans, Arabic, Bengali, Bulgarian, Cantonese, Mandarin, Croatian, Czech, Danish, German, Greek, Japanese, Korean, Norwegian, Persian, Polish, Portuguese, Punjabi, Russian, Somali, Spanish, Swedish, Turkish, Ukrainian, Zulu, and many, many more. These are some of the 600 languages already under development, and some more. For each language, we will begin with 10 courses, each teaching about 300 words, for a total vocabulary of 3,000 words plus grammar. And then we will develop additional literature and linguistic courses for each language, specialized courses for diplomats, business executives, healthcare professionals, and so forth. And every online lesson will be available from any internet device. So now, maybe you can imagine a class where students speak many different native languages, but they're happy to come to your class every day, participating in the fun, communicative curriculum. The number of international competitors who offer instruction for at least 10 target languages in at least 10 instructional languages is 0. None do. Linghetti, however, wants to have 100 languages, 100 target languages, and 100 instructional languages in year 1. By year 5, 1,000 target languages and instructional languages. By year 10, 7,000 target and instructional languages. To appreciate these goals, consider each course as a strand of spaghetti. One end of the strand is the instructional language, and the other end is the target language. This is Rosetta Stone with 31 strands of spaghetti. This is Duolingo, working on developing 30 strands of spaghetti. This is Pimsleur with 51 strands of spaghetti. And here is only 20% of Linghetti's year 1 goal of 100 target languages in 100 instructional languages. Multiply those numbers, 100 times 100, and you have 10,000 strands of Linghetti. This shows only 2,000. But Linghetti needs co-authors for our flipped curriculum. To help us do this, we need co-authors, a lot of co-authors. Co-authors who have native speaking abilities in all of these different languages. In order to develop the flipped curriculum that is 100% communicative. We hope that perhaps you might be interested in participating in this project. It would be great for your CV, great preparation for classroom success, great service to your students, great for your school or university, a great contribution to society, and Linghetti will pay a 25% royalty to each team of authors for each textbook sold to students and teachers in conjunction with their access to online activities and assessments. With so many target and instructional languages, the potential market is huge. $1 trillion per year, huge. There is a prospective base of customers of 4 billion consumers, 26,000 universities, 3 million schools and institutes. As Linghetti achieves these goals, some authors could make over $1 million for their efforts. And at the same time, you can help lead this educational revolution. Let me introduce you quickly to the Linghetti Brain Trust. The founder and visionary is Lorenz Zindri. He is an expert in both human and computer languages, which makes this project possible. He has an ABD in linguistics from the University of Chicago, speaks 6 languages and studied 10 more. Meanwhile, he has created software used by hundreds of businesses and is the developer of websites for numerous major corporations. Carl Klinger is the corporate director of information technology. He is a world-class computer expert with programming certifications unmatched by more than 100 or 200 people in the whole world. Consequently, he provides training and consulting to such Fortune 50 corporations and government agencies as the FBI, IBM, Hewlett-Packard, Cisco Systems, and DirecTV. He is also fluent in 4 languages and is studying others. I will work with authors as publishing director. I was a big city newspaper editor at age 23. I was a newspaper and book publisher at age 25, a SUNY assistant professor at age 30. I wrote about 250 articles about migrant bilingual education as I produced a quarterly bilingual publication for the Washington State Department of Education for 7 years. And for the past 11 years, I've been a professor, researcher, and distance learning director for universities in Korea, Kazakhstan, and Malaysia.
Renowned language education trainers Dr. Shane Dixon and Dr. Justin Schul direct our curriculum development. They are co-creators of the world's largest TESOL certification program, Teach English Now, at Arizona State University. They teach courses to over 100,000 language educators every year. Dr. Dixon has also taught workshops to groups gathered in China, Korea, Japan, Iraq, Peru, and Mexico. He has authored or co-authored 5 TESOL-related books and written chapters for 2 others. His TESOL textbook was a bestseller on Amazon in the field of ESL. With Dr. Dixon, Dr. Schul is creating an advanced TESOL training site at languagewarriors.com. He is author or co-author of 3 TESOL-related books and wrote chapters in 3 others. Over 6,000 educators visit his website at eslactivities.com every month, and he helps direct the TESOL International Association.
We believe we are creating the future of language education. We hope some of you will help us change the world. This is our application site. Thank you.